An arpeggio is basically taking the notes of a chord and playing them separately. In the case of an E chord, if I take a look at each of the notes that I have in that E chord, as I've got it fingered here, they are E, B, another E, G sharp, B, and E. So there's only three different notes there. The rest are duplicated. We have one E on the bottom string, another E on fourth string, and another E on string 1. And then I've got B on string 5, and a B on string 2, and one lonely G sharp on string 3. So the one of the E chord, the first degree of an E chord, is an E. The 3 is a G sharp, and the 5 is a B. If I were to play an E major scale, and now take the 1, the 3rd degree, G sharp, and the 5th degree of the scale, B, I have an E major arpeggio down here on the bottom. 2 strings, right? E, G sharp, B, G sharp, and E. The same notes as I had in my E chord. Now, what we want to do is extrapolate that across each of the chords of a 12-bar blues, E, A, and B. Let's build a little line using the arpeggio of the E major chord. Now, getting to the 5th of the chord, or the arpeggio, I'm going to move to the 6th and come back to the 5th. So the line becomes so these are all the notes of the E and adding the 6th. Right? If I were to take all the notes of the E chord here, play them all, and add the 6th up here, I end up with a chord that sounds like that, which is of course called an E6. And it's the same thing that I'm expressing in single notes down here. Same note, a different octave. Nice little line, really iconic line. And then I'm going to do exactly the same line from A. It'll be the same shape. All right, so it's going to be the same shape on E and A, but on B, it's going to be a little bit different because, well, just because we don't have open strings there. There's my my B arpeggio, and there's my 6th. I'll do that again. All right, and then A, and then E, and then B. So now let's just put that together with the 12-bar blues. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I should stop there. Mention that entire figure, that entire line, takes up only one measure, right? So it doesn't cross over to 2 measures, and so essentially you're going to play that identical line 12 times to get through a 12-measure blues or 12-bar blues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here's the no open strings. You get the idea, right? There are dozens and dozens of different riffs or figures like this that are repeated in not only in 12-bar blues, but in in all sorts of different styles and forms. Right. You get the idea. I mean, that one just came to mind. But it's same sort of idea, right? It just spells out the chord, and you've got a little bit of a nice little repeating line there. All of those ideas come from the blues. Same idea, right? You can hear the similarity. Right. And there are lots and lots of different variations on that as well. Thinking about the 12-bar blues, and where we spell a little arpeggio, 3-note chord. And then we add the 6 to that. Right, just 6 coming back to the 5. So all of these lines come directly from the chords. They're just expressions of the chords, except in single notes.